Hi everyone, my name is Vanna Tester and I'm the English teacher for English 4 and 5 IB. So this is a little unique. I'm actually going to be going through the syllabus for both 4 and 5, considering that the Language A course is a 2-year course that starts the junior year and then goes into the senior year. So I'm going to be talking a lot about what juniors should expect. I'm going to be reviewing some of that junior material for the seniors, and then also the juniors will be able to see what they have to look forward to the next year. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started in this. So again, most of my syllabi are formatted the same. So whether you're a junior student or parent or a senior, it should all kind of be the same as what I'm going through. So again, this is a 2-year course that starts the junior year. And the biggest thing I want y'all to remember about IB, especially when it comes to literature, we do have a lot to do with the canon and what you might see a usual English class explore. But the huge focus for IB English is for us to really explore different cultures and different worldviews that we might not get to see as Americans. So again, it's broadening our horizons. It's making us more empathetic people. And while we will get a lot of those classics over the course of 2 years, we really are trying to focus in on this world view to become world learners. So the big thing about this course is that there are 3 areas of exploration, and there are 7 overarching concepts. And I'm not going to get too much into this today. Juniors, for those of you who are new to IB, there will be a Welcome to IB night. Not sure how that's going to go, but we'll go over all of this in detail, whether it be virtual or in person. And seniors, y'all have heard me talk a lot about this, okay? So we have basically all 13 texts that we do over the course of 2 years have to cover the 3 areas of exploration and also these 7 overarching concepts. So again, I'll let you guys read more about this in your syllabus. This is really interesting because a lot of parents and students too ask me, how do you pick your texts? It's a really extreme formula. I have to cover 13 books. A minimum of 5 must be on the PRL, which is the prescribed reading list. A minimum of 4 must be works in translation. So those are books that aren't originally written in English. And then 4 can be chosen freely by the teacher. So I have to cover, again, like I told y'all, the areas of explorations and the concepts. I have to cover all 4 literary forms. Authors, I can't repeat any of the same authors. That includes Shakespeare. So again, it goes back to a little bit of an untraditional canon that we're going to be looking at. I have to cover 3 different periods of time, 4 different places, whether that be where the author's from, usually where the setting is. And then the assessments, again, seniors, you know totally what I'm talking about. Juniors, we'll be talking about that all this year, and then also with the Welcome to IB night. This would be a really great time to ask questions. Okay, great. So juniors, these are the books that you're going to be reading this year. Seniors, you remember reading this last year. So Serena, y'all have done for summer reading. We're going to do a short story unit where we basically survey the Southern Gothic. And juniors, y'all will probably understand that this really ties into, we went from the macro of American literature, and now we're going to the micro of Southern literature. So it really expands on those ideas of American exceptionalism and American voice and all of those themes that we've seen specific to our area. I call it local. And for the juniors, y'all will be doing local versus global. So after we do As I Lay Dying, we'll be doing I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. And then semester 2 text for you juniors will be going into the global, okay? So again, back to the macro, okay? So Persepolis is like a graphic novel, which is really amazing. We have Chronicle of a Death Foretold, The Stranger, and A Doll's House. Because these are works in translation, these are all novels that were not originally written in English. So again, we're getting that world view. All right, juniors, I'm getting a bit away from y'all, and I want to talk to the seniors for a moment. Seniors, I know y'all caught up on your Serena for summer reading. It was something we didn't get to in the Southern Gothic last year. So once we go over Serena, we'll be transitioning into this semester 3, which is poetry and gender studies. We'll be focusing on Emily Dickinson. We'll be doing A Raisin in the Sun, The House of Spirits, and of course, The Glass Menagerie. And then I cannot let you go off to college without having a British literature unit. So we're going to be doing Othello. That's our big Shakespeare that we'll be talking about. 1984, Frankenstein. This is really cool. I'm excited about this, y'all. IB allows us to do lyric units. So we'll be focusing on some John Lennon lyrics and talking about music of the time. And then we'll end the year in the importance of being earnest. The goals and objective are the same throughout 6th grade all the way to 12th grade. When it comes to what we focus on in the English department. You can read the specifics on each of y'all's syllabi if you choose to. Materials needed, I have it up here, the English 4 text, or the English 5 text, excuse me. Juniors, you have one as well. So students are required to purchase their own texts. Along with your syllabi, you should have this, where I've supplied you with the ISBN number as well as the Amazon price. So be sure, I would go ahead and order these novels. We know we're going to be reading them, and the worst thing is when we're plowing ahead and the student doesn't have the text. Also, pencils, highlighters, 3-ring binders, flashcards. We need 5 3-prong folders. That's what we put all of our unit work in. And then, of course, your laptop. Expectations, the biggest thing is the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Don't turn things in late. I'm a stickler for due dates, preparing you for that collegiate classroom. And also come to class prepared. That means having read, having done your homework. That's huge to be able to have a productive discussion. Grading policy, seniors, y'all are used to this. Juniors, you're probably used to this as well. 70-30. 70 is the major. We have 50 and 20 with tests, essay, projects, presentations, and quizzes. And then the minor, which is that classwork and at home stuff. So we've got the homework, the participation, and the journals. My class is structured to where if you do what you're supposed to in class and at home, you will be successful. So y'all be sure to sign and return. There's a little part that you can detach. I like to keep this on file so I can get in touch with our students or parents throughout the year. You can also take a look at the technology yes attachment. Seniors, again, you're familiar with this. Juniors, it just breaks down how I use technology in my class, and it has all the classroom codes from Google Classroom to Flipgrid to all of that great stuff. And we'll be talking about it more the first week of school. The biggest thing for parents to know, I do not post homework in RenWeb. It's in their Google Classroom, and they're expected to keep up with it. Last minute reminders, both juniors and seniors, your essay on Serena is due the first day of class. So be sure you've printed it. That if you don't have a printer, you can contact me and I'll be able to print it for you. But you need it to be ready to go that first day of class so we can kind of take a deep breath and put that behind us and just focus on the unit itself and diving into the book. All right, guys, well, that's all I have for you today. If you have any further questions, you can email me. I'll be going over this in detail the first week of school. All right, y'all, can't wait to see you soon.